A very good afternoon to you. You're watching Lunch Prime Time News on News First. Before we go into the stories in detail, let's take a look at the headlines.
Examination of the fundamental rights petition filed in the Supreme Court challenging the President's decision to dissolve Parliament taken before the 7-justice bench. A special convention for the SLFP representatives to be held today. Case filed against former Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa and 6 others to be taken up for daily trial at the Permanent High Court trial at Bar. Another suspect arrested over the killing of 2 policemen in Vaunathivu.
On to our lead story this afternoon, the examination of the fundamental rights petitions filed in the Supreme Court challenging the President's decision to dissolve Parliament was taken up before a 7-justice bench today. Now, the petitions will be examined by a 7-judge bench starting from today until the 6th of December. President Maithripala Sirisena issued a Gazette notification dissolving Parliament with effect from the 9th of November. Following the issuing of this Gazette notification, 13 political parties and civil organizations, including the United National Party, Tamil National Alliance, JVP and the All Ceylon People's Congress, also known as the ACMC, filed fundamental rights petitions requesting that the Gazette notification be suspended. The petitions filed by interveners, namely Uday Gammanpila and Chairman of the SLPP, Professor G.L. Piris, will also be taken up for examination today. The petitions will be taken up for examination by the full judge bench comprising Chief Justice Nalin Pereira, Bonekalu Hare, Sisira Diabru, Priyantha Jayawardena, Prasanna Jayawardena, Vijitha Malalgoda and Mrudu Fernando. The 3-judge bench of the Supreme Court comprising of Chief Justice Nalin Pereira, Prasanna Jayawardena and Priyantha Jayawardena issued an interim order on the 13th of November against the Gazette notification through which Parliament was dissolved. The interim order will be in effect until the 7th of December. Following a motion presented by parliamentarian Uday Gammanpila and 5 other individuals requesting the petition be taken up by a full judge bench, Chief Justice Nalin Pereira decided to examine the petitions with a full judge bench including himself. In more local news, the case filed against former Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa and 6 others over the misappropriation of public funds will be taken up for daily trial at the Permanent High Court trial at Bar from the 22nd of January 2019. The decision was made when the case over the alleged misappropriation of over 33.9 million rupees in state funds when constructing the DA Rajapaksa Memorial and Museum was taken up before the Permanent High Court trial at Bar today. The case is considered before a bench comprising of judges Sampath Abekon, Sampath Vijay Ratna and Champa Janaki Rajaratna. Now, the views expressed by Gotabaya Rajapaksa, the former Defence Secretary, before the media, we have it ready for you just now.
මට බෑ මම ආණ්ඩුවට අයිතිත් නැහැ අධිකරණය ඒවා දන්නෙත් නැහැ ඒක හන්ද මට ඉතින් ඒව ගැන පැහැදිලි කිරීමක් කරන්න බෑනේ කවුරුත් ජනතාව වෙතට යන්න බය වෙන්න ඕනේ නැහනේ කවුරුත් බය වෙන්න ඕනේ ඇයි බය වෙන්නේ ජනතාව වෙතට යන්න ඉතින් මේ මම හිතන්නේ ඒ කොටෝමි ඉස්සෙල්ලා ඔය සීනි ගම අර මෙහෙ යන්න ඉස්සෙල්ලා ජනතාව වෙතට යන්න ඕන ජනතාව වෙතට ගියා නම් ඒක හරි ආණ්ඩුවක් ලෙස තරමට දැන් පත්වලා තියෙනවා අදින් වග කියන්න ඕනේ 19 වෙනි සංශෝධනය ගෙනත් මිනිස්සු එකපාරටම 19 වෙනි සංශෝධනයක් ගේනවා ඒවා හරියට ගෙනල්ලා නැහැ මේකනේ මේ අවුල ගැන මෙච්චර කල් මේ අවුල් තිබුණ නැහනේ අපි මේ ව්‍යවස්ථාවන් යටතේ අවුරුදු ගාණක් ජීවත් වුණා මේ ප්‍රශ්න කවටවත් තිබුණ නැහනේ මේ 19 වෙනි සංශෝධනයක් ගෙනල්ලා මේක එදත් කිව්වා මේක ගෙනාවේ පුද්ගලික හේතුන් මතම ඉතින් එහෙම රටක් දුවන්න බෑනේ ඒක හින්දා තමයි මේ අවුල උනේ.
Those were views expressed by the former Defence Secretary at the conclusion of the court case today, a few minutes ago. That is why we brought those details to you in the Sinhalese language. But we promise you that we will have a more comprehensive report on the matter on our primetime news bulletins throughout the day. Now, yesterday, Mahinda Rajapaksa has announced that he does not agree with the interim order issued by the Court of Appeal, and an appeal against the order will be submitted to the Supreme Court today. Issuing a statement last evening, Mahinda Rajapaksa noted it is the Supreme Court that exercises final power in constitutional interpretation and taking relevant decisions. Yesterday, the Court of Appeal granted an interim order restraining the respondents from functioning as the Prime Minister and Cabinet Ministers, Deputy Ministers and other ministers who are not Cabinet Ministers. We also have views expressed by Uday Gammanpila today.
You said an appeal would be filed against the ruling of the Court of Appeal. You have not been able to file that appeal as of yet. What is the reason for this, and are you going to do it today? You cannot file cases like you would be making hoppers. We received the order of the Court of Appeal last night. We received it at around 7:30. Based on this order, the junior lawyers prepared the petitions. The lawyers who represent us at the Court of Appeal are the same lawyers who will represent us at the Supreme Court cases. We are hoping to definitely file this at the Supreme Court today. Do you think that this will be taken up immediately, or will it be delayed? Because the petitions filed on the dissolution of Parliament is being taken up before a 7-judge bench. Will you have to wait until that concludes? The petition filed by the United National Party at 9 a.m. on Monday the 12th at the Supreme Court was taken up by the bench that convened at 10 a.m. So we too hope the attention given to the UNP will be given to us as well. They filed the petition at 9 and it was taken up at 10. We don't want something like that. All we ask is for the petition that is filed today to be taken up tomorrow.
In another political development, Dinesh Gunawardena says that the parliamentary group of the United People's Freedom Alliance will not attend parliamentary sittings tomorrow. He made the statement at a media briefing currently ongoing at the office of the Podujana Peramuna along Nelum Mawata. Dinesh Gunawardena said that their parliamentary group is of the stance that parliament sittings are being conducted illegally. Moving on to more local news, a special convention for representatives of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party will be held today under the patronage of the party chairman, President Maithripala Sirisena. The convention is to be held at 2 p.m. today at the Sugatha Dasa Indoor Stadium in Colombo. These are visuals that you are viewing from the location right now, and as promised, we will have details of those stories coming to you as well. A special statement is to be made by the President at this convention themed Tirane Rata Venuwen, or the decision is for the country. Secretary General of the SLFP, Professor Rohana Lakshman Priyadasa, said this convention will cover several areas including the current political deadlock. He added individuals including parliamentarians, provincial councillors and other representatives of the SLFP will attend this event. Here are some views expressed in the political arena today.
Before they ask for a parliamentary election, we would like to tell them that we are ready for an election, but it must be held constitutionally. Before you face an election outside, come for an election inside Parliament. We are ready for both a general and a presidential election. Today, because Ranil Wickremesinghe can't find a majority of 113, he is calling our MPs and promising them money and ministerial portfolios. What was done to Mohammed Gaddafi was tried on Mahinda Rajapaksa as well. Today, Harin Fernando from the UNP are holding meetings and trying to destroy Maithripala Sirisena. We will take care of the dealings inside the UNP. Sajid Premadasa is the future leader that we want. During a general election, he will most probably be our prime ministerial candidate. This is the problem that we have with the UNP. Their colour is good, the people are good, their tie, trousers, coat and everything else is also good. The problem is that they destroy all our national treasures. That was the problem that the president had. Now it's almost like we don't have a government. We are not asking for an election to make anyone king. We don't care who becomes king. We want to make the people king. The problems of poultry farmers and paddy farmers are not their problems. They have other sorts of problems. There are a bunch of animals in parliament. These animals have destabilized the country. The problems of the people have been left aside.
More local news, another individual has been arrested under suspicion of being involved in the recent killing of 2 police officers at a police checkpost in Vaunathivu, Batiklo.
Police said that the suspect is a 40-year-old male. The suspect, Kadiramathambi Rajkumaran alias Khanna, arrested by the Vaunia police. The suspect is resident of Kare Kanjatev in Batiklo. According to the police, the suspect will be handed over to the CID for further investigations. Another suspect was arrested over the same incident yesterday in Kilinochi. The 48-year-old suspect, Rasanayagam Sarvanadam, was arrested by the Kilinochi police in Wattakachia. He is a resident of Hudson Road in Kilinochi.
A number of accidents were reported in the island during the past 24 hours.
A private bus and a van collided head-on in Kalatua Ahangama in Gaul. A foreign couple were travelling in the van bound to Valigama from Katunayaka. The private bus was plying from Angunukola Palasa to Colombo. The driver of the van died during the accident. The deceased was a 20-year-old resident of Valigama, Batavala. The foreign couple and the driver of the bus who were injured are currently being treated at the Karapitia Teaching Hospital. According to our correspondent, an eyewitness had informed the police about the accident. The eyewitness was later injured after he was hit by a tipper transporting sand. He too is being treated at the Karapitia Teaching Hospital. An accident was reported close to a fuel station in Haliela, Badulla last evening. Our correspondent said that a three-wheeler was hit by a motorbike while attempting to get on to the Badulla-Haliela main road. The woman riding the motorbike was injured and admitted to the Badulla main hospital. An accident was reported along the Kandy Jaffna main road in Akurana town yesterday. According to our correspondent, a jeep and a cab had collided head-on. 3 out of the 4 people in the jeep were seriously injured. They were admitted to the Akurana General Hospital and later transferred to the Kandy General Hospital. The driver of the cab was unharmed. CCTV captured footage of a mother and her son being hit by a motorbike along the Denzil Kobakadua by road along the Haliela Badulla main road.
Well, that's all the news we have for you this afternoon. We will keep you updated about the political situation in the country throughout the day on our breaking news broadcast, our live at 55 news updates, as well as on our primetime news update at 9 tonight. Keep watching News First and tuning in to our website www.newsfirst.lk. I've been Saturang Hapwarachi. Have a good day.